Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Throwback Thursday. Today we've got a Leaf Limited box. This is the special Rookies edition, so it's all the rookie cards. Leaf Limited also has another set with veterans, but if you like your rookies, well, this is the box for you. So we're going to be looking for Alex Rodriguez in this, and this was back then a big-time deal. These were hobby exclusives, only sold to dealers in the hobby shops, and they were all numbered. Each box was serially numbered to 30,000. This is box number 13,842 of 30,000. Now these boxes, there's not a ton of them still out there. There's still some. There's 10 total boxes on eBay between the flagship regular release and the rookie set. And the cheapest one that you can get this for, it's $125 for the cheapest box. I sold this one for a bit less than that, and this one is going to go to Fred G. So Fred G, good luck to you. All of these cards are going to be yours. So there's 20 packs in the box. There's also 80 cards in the checklist. And we're going to see if we can find the Alex Rodriguez. There's also a Phenoms checklist, which those are 1 in every 12 packs. We'll be looking out for those. And those are numbered. They are numbered to just 5,000. And there's some nice names on that Phenoms checklist, including Alex Rodriguez, Manny Ramirez, and Carlos Delgado are the ones that we're looking for. So let's get into this. Thank you very much for watching, and let's see what we can find here. Hope everyone's having a very pleasant Thursday. I'd like to remind you that we're going to try a Throwback Thursday Whatnot stream tonight, where we're going to do a couple set breaks and a couple older box breaks. So, you know, I always have the newest stuff. We always have like Bowman Megas, Triple Threads, Archives, whatever's new, we're doing it. Well, we're going to try one with some older boxes today. I'll probably do a mixture of some old and some new rounds. So if you like the older stuff, come on by tonight and check us out on Whatnot, probably starting around 8 p.m. or so. There's a nice big seal right there. Look at that. A Leaf seal of tamper-proof. There's the packs. I don't know what these used to cost back in the day. Probably a good bit. And it looks like they're all... this is the first time I've ever actually opened a Leaf Limited box. They're all in a tray, so each pack has been hand slotted into this tray. Pretty cool stuff right there. We'll pull them all out and get them all out on the screen, and then we'll start opening them up and see what we can find for Fred. This was printed on a special card stock that they called Leaf, or what was it? Spectra foil or something like that back in the day. All right, let's see what we got here. Here's all the packs. Looking for Alex Rodriguez. Spectra Tech there, it says it on the front. Man, this pack, I don't know why these packs just want to fall over. Weird. Let's just get into it and see what we've got. Put out by Donruss back in 1994. We start things off with Sean Reynolds right there, with Rick White. Again, these are all the rookies. What else do we have? There's really tough to read names. Noberto Martin right there. We've got, I can't even read the names. Gary Ingram maybe, with a James Mouton right there as well. Here's what the backs of the cards look like. Nothing too crazy right there. I would probably, you know, I don't know. This design I'd probably give a C to, because like, the names are really tough to read unless you recognize the player. That's a big-time name. Here we have Dan Maselli, former Pirates closer. Scotty Ruffcorn right there with William Van Landingham. I used to like him a lot as a kid. I used to think that William Van Landingham was the next big deal. And last but not least, we got a Ray something or other. I can't even read that. Ray Holbert. Next pack up. Again, the Phenoms are 1 in 12 packs. We should see 1, maybe 2 of those per box. Ishmael Valdez, he was a big name back in the day, big-time prospect. A lot of these guys just never really had a great career. John Mabry was a pinch hitter extraordinaire. Kevin Foster right there. And then we've got Roger Sockeld right there as well. Man, 1994 was a weak class for rookies, for sure. Outside of having A-Rod in there. Another Valdez right there. Joe Escano. Man, even Yankees fans probably don't remember who this guy is. We got Ricky Bottalico, former Phillies closer right there. Mark Newfield. And last but not least, Chan-Ho Park, who had a nice career. People like Chan-Ho Park a lot. Still looking for the A-Rod. Next one up. Got Paul Shuey leading this one off. Kurt Abbott right there. 5 cards per pack. You'd think that we'd probably see most of the set. There's Armando Benitez, former Orioles and Mets closer. But we should probably see most of the set, if not all the set. 80 cards on the checklist, and in this, we're going to have 100 total cards. We got something coming up right here. Something's on the way. I have noticed that some of these cards, like the corners, are just a little bit bent, probably from being stuffed in that little tray. Let's see what we have here. It is going to be one of those phenoms that we were after. It's freaking Bob Hamlin. Bob Hamlin had a good rookie year, hit like 30 home runs or so, but it is numbered on the back to 5,000. So pretty cool right there. Numbered 3,100. 79 of 5,000, Bob Hamlin. So not the Manny Ramirez that we were after, or the A-Rod that we were after, but there's a chance that we could maybe see another one. They're 1 in every 12 packs, and there's 20 packs, so there is an outside shot. There's Alex Gonzalez in this next one. Oakland A's right here. Mark Aker, Steve Carsey, and it's an Oakland A's pack, with Ernie Young being the last one right there in that next one. On to our next pack. Got Rod Becker. Man, these names just... I mean, I loved baseball in 94 a whole bunch, and some of these rookies I barely remember, if maybe not at all. Matt Walbeck, I remember him, former catcher right there. A lot of these guys didn't even have average careers. Some of these guys just out of baseball right away. Next pack being a little persnickety. There it goes. Russ Davis starts the next one off. Tony Eusebio is another name from the past. Troy O'Leary, Orlando Miller, and we get a Pirate here. John Lieber had a decent enough career. I think he was a 20-game winner one season after he left the Pirates and went to the Cubs. Next one up, back to some reprints. There's Billy Ashley, who was a massive power hitter in the minors, but never could do it in the big leagues. Steve Traxel, the human rain delay. Took him like, 20, 30 seconds between pitches. He was notorious for working extremely slow in his starts. We probably have about half the box left or so. Let's see what we can do with this next one here on this Thursday. Rico Bronya starts this next one off with Rondell White. We've got a Jason Jacome. I remember that name. Another big failed prospect. Denny Hawking. And last but not least, Tony Longmire. Man, we talk about 2024's rookie class being so deep. Like, I can name 10 rookies, and they're just all fantastic. You know, Paul Skeens and Wyatt Langford, and you got all of your Jacksons, Jackson Chorio, Jackson Merrill, Jackson Holiday, Nelly De La Cruz, Jason Dominguez, Pete Crow Armstrong. You got Yoshinobu Yamamoto. You've got Imanaga. You've got Kyle Manzardo, and then on and on and on and on. There's so many good rookies. This class is the absolute opposite, and obsolete as well. Sean Green right there. It's not technically a rookie card, but he had some good years. Chris Gomez right there. Man, these guys were weak. What a weak class 1994 was. I haven't seen the Alex Rodriguez yet either, which I'm hoping we can find it. Solomon Torres. He was a Pirates closer for a couple years. Gar Finwald. Who the heck is Gar Finwald? I never even heard that. His name is literally Gar. And Luis Lopez right there as well. To wrap that one up. Did some of these guys even ever make the big leagues? I don't know if Gar ever even got a Topps card along the line. Okay, we got something here. It's going to be a Phenom. That's what we want to find. We've got a Phenom card coming up. It's going to be Raul Mondesi. So Raul Mondesi, another one of those 10 on the checklist. Again, you can see all the corners are a little bit bent from being in that dumb tray that they put them in. And it's numbered 682 out of 5,000. So that's nice if we get 2 of those. I was hoping we get a second one there. I was hoping to be Alex Rodriguez or Manny Ramirez, but Raul Mondesi had a good career. Here's our next pack. Jorge Fabregas is right there. And there's Armando Benitez for the second time. Down to 4 final packs in this Throwback Thursday. The first time ever doing Leaf Limited. People used to like Leaf Limited back in the day. I remember the neighborhood kids. They'd see a Leaf Limited card, they would get really excited. And last but not least, we've got Tony Tarasco there as well. 3 packs remain from the 1994 rookies. Let's see what we've got. Darren Bragg, remember him. Kurt Abbott right there. Troy O'Leary for like the 3rd freaking time. Carl Everett is getting doubles and triples now. And then Jose Valentin right there. 2 packs remain. Let's see what we can find in this next to last pack. Alex Rodriguez. I'm not going to see him today, I don't think. But we'll see what else we get. We've got William Van Landingham right there. Once again, Ray McDavid. And Rickert Faniette. What? Who the heck even is that? Whenever I do breaks and we have Bowman prospects, I always stop what I'm doing. And I go to Baseball Reference and I start looking up. Like we might come across a Drew Jones. I'm like, oh yeah, I wonder how Drew Jones is doing. You know, he was hurt for all that time. But who the heck is Rickert Faniette? He actually played in the big leagues, hit 0 career home runs, 174 career average, and was a negative 1.1 player in parts of 4 seasons. I don't know if you ever had a Topps card. He never had over 86 at-bats in a season. I have never heard that name in my life. And he was played in 93, 94, 95, 96. It's a terrible player right there. But at least he made the big leagues. What a name, Rickert. We got Rick Helling starting this next one off with Rick White. And this is our final pack. Got Norberto Martin once again with Gary Ingram. And last but not least, Chris Gomez. So I would bet the average career WAR, if you added up all of these players that we had here, average career WAR would probably be like 0.0. Because you got some negative players in there. And then you've got some players that had a little bit of WAR. Like I said, John Lieber probably had the best career out of all those guys amongst the base players with his 20-game winning season after, of course, leaving the Pirates. He had a 24 career WAR. And, yeah, he went 20-6 in 2001, was an all-star 3 years after the Pirates traded him away. So thank you for watching this one, everybody. I'd like to remind you that we are going live on Whatnot tonight with the Throwback Thursday. And it's also some set breaks. I think I'm breaking the 73 set tonight and also the 79 set. So come and check it out. We'll also be doing some breaks with some different products, some old and new mixed together. Here's $15 off if you'd like to come on by and check it out. If you'd like to sell for yourself, a lot of people have used this code right here. If you use this code, they will approve you as a seller, and then you can go live and make some sales, and they will match whatever you sell in the first week up to $150 now. So if you go live and sell $200 worth of cards, you're going to get a $150 bonus on top of that. So don't miss out on it. Thank you very much for watching. Fred, thank you for sponsoring this episode of Throwback Thursday. We will be back live tonight, and then tomorrow's video will be the new boom boxes. The June boom boxes are coming at you tomorrow. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later. Good night, everybody.